There has been some major Splatoon news today over on Twitter that I definitely think you'll want to know about. Now, briefly, Nintendo did share the kit for the new sloshing weapon. They mentioned that it will have the suction bomb and then the reef slider, which, I have to be honest with you folks, I don't think is a very good kit at all. It's actually a little bit disappointing. Reef Slider is probably one of the least popular specials in the game for good reason, so yeah, honestly, I'm not too excited about this one myself, but hey, what are you gonna do? That's just the kit we're currently working with. I definitely think the kit for the other new weapon is a lot better, so that's a good sign at least. But honestly, the most exciting news today actually comes from the Salmon Run side of things. We have some really huge Salmon Run updates that you'll definitely want to know about. Now, in case you missed the news yesterday, Nintendo did confirm to us that we will be seeing a new big run, and they reconfirmed this news for us today. This will be happening from the 2nd until the 4th of September at 9 AM JST, so just the standard times that we've come to expect for big runs already. If you played any previous ones, then you should know exactly when this one is happening, but you could use Google to convert the times if you want to. They've confirmed that the map for this big run will be Umami Ruins, which is really exciting to me. I think this one honestly has a lot of potential to be one of the best big run maps that we've played on so far. I'm really excited to see some of the newer maps in the game get this Salmon Run treatment. I think that's really great. Don't get me wrong, I would like to see a lot of the older maps get it as well, but when they announced that Wahoo World was the very first big run map we'd be seeing, I was a little bit worried that it might be a trend we could expect to see, so I'm really glad to see Umami Ruins get it. They've also confirmed the prize, which will be the famous Salmon Run helicopter, so you can finally get that and put it in your locker if you'd like to. However, the prize does effectively confirm that we will not be seeing a new King Salmonid for this season. That doesn't surprise me too much given they didn't share it in the trailer, but it is certainly disappointing. Unless Nintendo really wants to surprise us, but I'm not too sure they're going to do that. Either way though, we know now what the reward will be, so yeah, it's probably not a King Salmonid in this particular big run. However, this isn't even nearly the most exciting news that they put in this tweet, as they've confirmed that we will be seeing a new type of Grizzco Weapon alongside this big run. This is just so exciting. I've wanted to see a new Grizzco Weapon for ages now. Nintendo had run out of all the Grizzco weapons to show. They'd used them all during the random weapon rotations and big runs and such, so I'm really happy that they are now starting to release some brand new ones. We don't currently know exactly what this is. I'm really torn personally on what it could be. I have seen some people saying they think it might be Julie's, although to me personally, I think it actually kind of looks like a roller. I would really love to see a Grizzco roller. I think that would be a fantastic addition to the game. I can definitely imagine that it would probably be quite a slow weapon though, so that might be a problem for a lot of players. But for me personally, I just love rollers in Splatoon, so I think that would be a really great Grizzco weapon to see. Although Julie's would be incredibly fun, and I could just imagine them being so overpowered, honestly. That would just be great. Either way, it's fun to see them spice up Salmon Run and especially big runs with new content. I think that's fantastic. This is honestly stuff that they probably should have shared within the trailer, as I have seen a lot of people disappointed by it. So this would have just generally provided some more hype, which I think is something that would have gone a long way for that particular trailer. Either way, hopefully we learn very soon exactly what this new Grizzco weapon is. Probably we'll learn it in data mines before the big run actually happens, so make sure you keep an eye out for that news, because Nintendo probably won't announce it officially themselves until really close to the big run, just in case you're super eager to learn exactly what this is going to be, just like me. But the Salmon Run news does not end there, I'm afraid. There is even more and some other really exciting news too. Nintendo has confirmed that they will be adding in some brand new pieces of gear for us to collect using our fish scales. If you happen to have any, unlike me, you'll be able to get some really cool rare items from Splatoon 2, which is really exciting. Now, we can see here that there are 5 new pieces of gear which have been added, and one of them is actually the Cap of Legend, the item that you would get from Grizzco in Splatoon 2, and I believe from Judd in Splatoon 1. This is just great. I'm really happy about this, although it will take a lot of those golden fish scales. You can even see that Nintendo's account only has one of them, so that doesn't bode very well for us being able to get this item super quickly. But no, this item is not a fake. We saw some people try and fake this gear recently over on Twitter, and it went kind of viral. But no, this is actually real this time. It's officially from Nintendo. Don't worry, I checked this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm super happy that we're finally getting this piece of gear in the game. I'm going to be wearing this one if I can actually manage to get it. I definitely think that Nintendo really needs to work on the drop rates this particular update. They haven't mentioned anything about it, although I'm not necessarily sure if they would. I know that in the recent big run they did make it so fish scales would drop even more, but I don't know about you, I didn't find it too noticeable. So if we really want to get our hands on all of this new gear, then I think Nintendo is going to have to step up a little bit and really improve the drop rates, because they're adding so much stuff and most of us just cannot get it, even if we play Salmon Run quite a lot. They did also show off the new work outfits that we can get. Now, 2 of these we did see previously in the trailer. We've got the camo pieces of gear, which is cool to see. I like seeing new outfits to wear. I think they're neat. But they also shared off a new polka dot one as well, so it looks like we will be seeing quite a large variety of new work outfits to wear for this particular big run, which I definitely think is quite a good thing, and I'm looking forward to it personally. Although I'm not so sure I'm going to be spending my fish scales on these when there are other really cool pieces of gear I can just wear anywhere else in the game. So yeah, again, they really need to address that problem that is currently going on with fish scales. But no, the news does not end there, there is even more. Now, this might look like a repeat of the news from yesterday, but it does actually contain some really exciting new information that I think you're all going to want to learn about. Nintendo has confirmed that some caps and also t-shirt gear will be able to be enlarged, and you can adjust the hats, of course. So yeah, we discovered from these images that you'll actually be able to make the t-shirts oversized, which is so cool. Now, this does not apply to every piece of gear in the game, it seems like, but I'm just really happy this is even an option at all. It's going to make customization so much better in Splatoon. I genuinely think this is one of the best customization options we've ever seen in a Splatoon game. Just the ability to do this will add for so much variety in looks. I think a lot of our players tend to just look very similar because, we're working with limited gear and such, so this will help make our characters look even more unique, and you can really add your own unique stamp on things, which I think is great. I do wonder how many pieces of gear this will actually work for, because as they do mention, it'll only be some caps and t-shirt gear, so I guess we'll have to see exactly what that list is, but don't worry, I'm going to keep an eye out, and when we get hopefully a data mine list of which ones work, then I'll actually make a video on that as well. But yeah, definitely a lot of really exciting major updates to check out today. I know some people were a little bit disappointed by the trailer yesterday, which I can definitely understand. I do feel like it was a little bit underwhelming for what is technically an anniversary update. But I do also believe that Nintendo is coming through with these Twitter posts and sharing some really cool info that probably could have just been in the trailer, to be honest with you, to hype up people even more. Let me know your thoughts though down in the comments section below. What are you most excited for? If you made it to the end, be sure to comment Splat Gang down below so I know you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for more. I'm trying to hit 30k subscribers before the end of the year.